Video. Sometimes it does. Hello, hello. Good to be back. So I am Eden Amadora for those who are new and for those who are joining on Facebook and YouTube Live. We're going to pop the link for you to join us so that you can actually come in and participate and join this lovely group. So welcome to the people who are here live on Zoom. I'd love to hear where you're beaming in from. That's a fun way that we stay connected in the one heart and feel each other. And some of you I know, and some of you I haven't met yet. And I'd love to see your eyes. It's always really beautiful to get that heart-to-heart connection through your beautiful eyes. So for new people, we like to start with just a little bit of grounding. I like to also repeat and establish what this is because some people just feel the resonance and they're not sure. So this is an hour of connection with the divine feminine archetypes that I've been working with for many, many years. And we do so through these beautiful oracle cards that my mentor and fairy goddess mother, Ariel Spilsbury, created from the 13 Moon Oracle. And they're very powerful, beautiful set of cards that represent this 13 faces of the goddess that have completely changed my life and the lives of many, many women who have stepped onto the path of the priestess, the mystery school, the path of embodying divine feminine archetypes. There's a few of you here right now that know this magic and have been with me. Good to see you. Hi, Zoo. Nice to see you. So we are really excited because we're going to be setting sail tomorrow for a 13-week adventure in the temple work. And this is something I created earlier this year when I felt the call from my community to enter the mystery and enter the temple work in a way that wasn't such a massive demand on time and resources, so that it becomes a bridge. It becomes a place that you can feel the beauty of the goddess, you can connect with her, and you can receive some really powerful life-changing tools that you begin to work with outside of the usual 13 moon training, which is a year-long training. So welcome everyone who's coming in. Just wanted to give a little context. This is a wonderful way to connect with our greater global community. We have people coming in from different parts of California, Lynn and Lee from Justine, Ellen from Carmichael. Welcome, Ellen. Good to see you. And Carol says she can't turn her video on. That's okay right now. Zunara's in Topanga. Alyssa's from Canada. Nicole from New York. Welcome. And for those beaming in on YouTube and Facebook, you can presence yourself. You're here with us in spirit, even if it's slightly after and you're catching the replay. I do check the comments. So Kim says hello from Boston. Good to be with you all. Let's begin by placing a hand right on our heart chakras and just taking a couple deep breaths. Our lives get so busy, and there's a very precious inner life that when we attend to it, it just opens up so much magic. So coming inward, and if you want to put your other hand on your lower belly, you can put your feet flat on the floor. Deep, deep belly breath. Ah. And let's do 2 more of those. Preparing to receive, preparing the body like this beautiful open vessel, feeling your central channel. Deep sigh. Ah. And bowing towards the sacred heart, the hand on the heart chakra, activating this energy center. One more deep breath right into the heart. Ah. And as we connect in the one heart, as we are in our own heart space together, we start to open this beautiful bridge. This is the place where we are one. This is a place where when I am in my heart and you are in your heart, then I see through the eyes of the heart and I see you as presence looking back at me. So I come into my heart so that I can meet you truly in the heart. And as we slowly, slowly open our eyes, I just bow to you. Thank you for taking this time for yourself, for following the resonance, for coming to connect to the divine feminine. As a divine feminine priestess in this modern world, I'm often asked, what the heck is that? What are you doing here? Well, we're working for the awakening of the collective heart. We're working through our own inner awakening, our own dedicated path of transmuting shadows into light by loving our whole selves so that we can be beacons, we can be lamp lifters, so we can be clear mirrors for others on this path of heart, on this journey. And I think all of us know by now that the world could really use a lot of heart-centered beings walking heart first and holding up a clear mirror. Because a lot of times when we look outside and we see all the suffering and we see the division, what our hearts are yearning for is this unity consciousness that honors dazzling diversity, where everybody is welcome in their authenticity. And if we all kind of start from that perception of inclusion and embrace, which is an aspect of the divine mother, she's inviting us all to rest in her unconditional love, then it's the end of war. It's the end of scarcity. It's where we are the big loving family here. So that's kind of the undercurrent of why I do these calls. And welcome, Brian from Facebook. Good to see you, love. I'm glad you're here. So for those who are new, we do a collective reading first. And when you receive the collective reading, you might think, wow, that's exactly the medicine for me. That's the soul medicine I need to hear. Because working with archetypes are very vast, big energies that often ripple into our consciousness and feel resonant, like, oh, that was mine. That piece is mine. Yes, beginning of peace and continuance of abundance for all, says Carol. And let's pull this collective card together and really feel who is here or what is here. Remembering that there is an archetypal tool, an archetypal frequency, and the goddess herself. And let's see what is coming in to serve our consciousness today. So as I close my eyes and shuffle the cards, know that the symbolic universe is constantly working with us. And that when we use divination, we are just focusing completely in this realm of the symbolic universe to receive guidance, to receive direction. All right, so picking the collective card first. And sometimes it like jumps out or like moves as I move across it. There we go. Something's wanting to stick right there. Okay. Feeling what this is. Ah, we got the archetype herself. This archetype happens to be the temple that I hold in the greater community of my 13 Moon Mystery School. This is my primary archetype, the goddess of love. So, beloveds, she's here for us all. You can see the card is full of beauty. This is the card of sensuality, of pleasure, of abundance. The goddess of love is a greater archetype, has many famous goddesses that we know very well. Aphrodite from ancient Greece, Venus, of course, they're all connected to the Venusian codes and to the energy of our sister planet Venus. Inanna from ancient Sumeria, also connected to the third brightest object in the sky, that is the planet Venus. and Lakshmi in India, and the many other faces of this goddess of love archetype from all cultures across time throughout the world. Did you know that in France, I was there last summer for a Mary Magdalene pilgrimage, and in some of the ancient cathedrals, ancient temples, there were images of Mother Mary rising out of a clamshell. And I was like, now that's not a typical Catholic image, but this country was so rich in goddess worship before. And many traditions worship the divine feminine before the patriarchal Abrahamic religions took hold. So Venus, our beloved goddess of love, she is here today as our collective frequency to remind us that when we're in the heart, when we're firmly in our heart-centered awareness, we see beauty, we see abundance, we see love. When you look as love, you see love. As viewed, so appears. So when we're still shielding our hearts, we don't see beauty, we don't see abundance, and we don't see love because either fear or judgment has put a tourniquet on this superpower, the magnetic superpower of your own generative heart. The goddess of love archetype says, I feel, I respond, and I beautify. I beautify the world through my very presence when I'm willing to feel. And when I'm feeling and I'm responding, I'm not in reactivity. I'm not in judgment. I'm open. I'm responsive. I'm allowing. I'm inviting. You can feel the softness of that. Just like in this card, there's a lot of softness. The wings of the swan, the dove is another symbol. The full of the moon, the full reflective face of the full moon is her moon cycle, because it is that time of shining plenty on our lives and recognizing the plenty that we have. So the goddess of love is inviting us to come back to that lens of perception. If you've been operating with a contracted, tight heart, you'll notice like life is hard. You'll notice I'm caught in time. I feel stress. I feel struggle. I feel haunted by my past or afraid of my future. The goddess of love is the antidote to this. The goddess of love says, relax back into an expansive state of consciousness. Expand your capacity to receive, to breathe and receive. Expand your capacity to allow abundance in, right? I see some heads nodding. A lot of times when people are talking to me, people I work with, initiates, clients are saying, life is hard and I don't have enough and I don't feel good enough. I'm inviting them to soften and to change the lens of their perception, even for a moment, into what they're grateful for. So for all of us right now, really feel, what can you truly appreciate? And I think that's such a perfect word. What do you appreciate? And if you want to put it in the chat, if you want to put it in the comments, for what you appreciate appreciates. You expand your capacity to receive and magnetize through that frequency of gratitude, of appreciation. Your yes, your thank you, your that feeling that the universe responds to is magnetic. So take a moment to really feel in your own life what you can in truth deeply appreciate, because this is our guidance from her today. And as you appreciate that which is simple, even, I appreciate the flowering tree. When I look out my window, there's a beautiful flowering, colorful tree. It's like, wow, my eyes start to pick up on other colors and flowers, and we are in a beautiful realm. Can you see it? Hail to the goddess of love for all of us to expand our capacity to receive, to create abundance through our vision, our hearts, and to be love embodied so that we can see it. I'm going to ring my bowl. I have to turn on the ability for the sound to allow it. I appreciate my life, my home, my loves. Yes, says Kim. Megan, I appreciate these small but precious, powerful moments when we can gather together. So glad you're here, Megan. Welcome. It's good to see you, sister. What do you appreciate? If there's anything coming for you. Ellen says, I appreciate the support of Mother Earth, my miraculous body, my spacious home and yard, my amazing 4 children, my women friends, and the magic of life. So beautiful to witness these appreciations. Carol, I appreciate that the universe is always looking out for me, even when I'm being challenged with some ridiculously difficult things. I know I'll be fine. Breathing with you so deeply. Yes, trust. Trust in this benevolent embrace. Really beautiful to receive your appreciations. Thank you for sharing, everyone. So, here's Anna beaming in. I appreciate all that I have, all the moments when I have myself, with myself, and I feel gratitude, the magic I can see every day around me. Beautiful. I just had a beautiful session this morning, and this giving back to ourselves and spending moments with ourselves, it's almost like there are these beautiful divine children always within us that are constantly whispering, take me into nature. I love baths. Let's color. Let's spend time with ourselves and to appreciate the preciousness and the magic of our inner life. Often it requires like attending to that part of the self that we might put on the back burner. The goddess of love is also saying, true love begins with the self. You cannot bypass that initiation. You cannot deny and martyr the self and then believe that you are this incredible, magnanimous love light worker in the world. Because true love begins within. Your cup must be full and runneth over. So that's just another deepening contemplation for all of us and those catching this on other platforms even later. What could you give to yourself to increase that feeling of abundance and love? How could you love yourself better than ever? And when I tune into my little divine child, I call her Sunshine. I'm like, what do you need, Sunshine? She's like, baths. I love bath time. I want more baths. So I know we all have our pieces. Zinera, that harp time is probably where you replenish and fill your cup, and the magic streams through you and your channel again. And each one of us has that way that we fill our cup. So that's another deepening contemplation. Okay, my loves. It's so good to have this beautiful heart and soul time with you. I'd love to offer some individual readings that hopefully serve your life journey. And for those who are new, the way to do that is to scroll down to the lower bar and hit the reactions icon. It's like a little smiley face with a plus. And when you do that, you'll see a raise hand come up. And when you raise your hand, I'll know that you would like a reading. And then I will unmute you for that because I like to connect. So who would like a reading today? Don't be shy. Let's do this together. And if you are having a hard time on your phone to find the little raise hand icon, you can type it in the chat. Here we go. Anna, you're the first hand to come up, then Ellen. And Anna, are you able to come on your camera? It's really sweet to see people. Can you unmute, beloved? I'm asking to unmute so that I can hear you and you can talk to me. See if you can figure that out. Sometimes from the phone it's a little tricky. And if it's too tricky to unmute yourself or come on the video, type in the chat what's going on. And I'm going to start with Ellen because I can see. Let me see, where is Ellen? There she is. Hi, Ellen.
Can you hear me?
Let's see if we can. Yes, I'm here with you. Hi, Ellen. I hear you. Good to meet
Glad to
you.
be with you. Yes, you too.
Yeah, glad to be with you too. Can you remind me where you said you are right now physically on the planet?
I'm in a little town called Carmichael, not so little. It's near Sacramento.
Oh, okay. So we're both here in California. Yeah, good to meet you. So this is your time to receive, and I'm shuffling the cards for you as we're talking. And what I would invite is that you stay unmuted, but as I choose your card, or you're going to choose your card rather, you're going to say yes or there or now when I fan the cards, that I'll turn your video off so you can see them bigger, and then I'll bring you back in. Okay? Okay, great. All right. Okay, Ellen. So just taking a deep breath, feeling into your life. And just for everyone here, as Ellen chooses her card, you might go, oh, wow, that's also great guidance from the goddess for me. So just trust that. Your body knows, your heart knows. All right, we're going to start on this side, and you just say now or there or stop. Okay, Ellen?
Mhm.
Okay,
Yes.
here we go.
So, one, it's like two more to the,
Am I going back this way?
yes, that's correct. Yeah, right there.
All right. So you got a sacred tool of the goddess, a beautiful tool. It's called a light shield. And this light shield, you can see all these sacred symbols on it. Your light shield would have your unique sacred symbols on it, Ellen. This would be a tool on the etheric that radiates from the connection of your solar plexus and your heart, your love and your power center. And the light shield is not a weapon, it's not a shield of defense, it's more of a medallion of emanation. So, just for a moment, you can close your eyes and just feel the symbols that you would project and emanate that are like a calling card for your essence. And it says the word harmonize on this card because the light shield is a part of an archetype called Lady of Communion that's all about finding balance and harmony. The Lady of Communion harmonizes her divine and her primal energy, and she harmonizes her masculine and feminine essence. She knows that when she's balanced in the center, that she is in sovereignty, wholeness, and clarity. And when she projects her light shield, she's projecting that wholeness, that essence light into the field before her. It's almost like this great psychic practice for you before you even arrive at an event or someone's home, or maybe it's a challenging meeting or a difficult relationship, and you close your eyes and you feel the harmony and the beauty of your essence light and your light shield, and you project it forward into that person's field, and it's like, I am with you. I am here. And then you meet that person, you rest inside that energy, in that aura. This tool helps you stay anchored in love as power, power as love. Because here's the truth about power. In our culture, we have it really messed up. We think power is power over others or control. But the Lady of Communion with her light shield knows that true power is your life force energy, your very like chi or shakti or essence light, and your choice moment by moment, choosing as love. What would love do? What would love say? And when you're in that alignment with your higher power as love, that's powerful. That's really, really powerful. So I'm going to bring you back in and just tune in. How does this resonate for you? How does this serve your consciousness today? Are you feeling resonance with anything that has come through?
Oh, it's a really good reminder for me because I rarely get super triggered these days, but yesterday I did because I was hearing something really hard about my grandchildren, young and cannot defend themselves. And there was a very fierce part of me that wanted to come out and attack
Right.
because they're living with a step parent that is not being kind, that's being, talk about power over, it's bordering on violence. And so it's a very good reminder to me that I need to step back into my center and be my wisdom instead of trying to be a dominator as well, and to ask what's the most loving way I can support this
Goosebumps. Beautiful to hear how this has a very specific key for you today to really work with this and continue to embody that and to remember that higher octave of power and how your very frequency will affect the situation in a much higher harmonic as you stay in that remembrance and don't play into the victim perpetrator dynamics and the power struggle and the illusion of control. So we
yes.
are we are hands of light on your back heart with you in this initiation. And I know that every chance you have to be in the presence of those precious grandchildren, you're going to imbue them with these gifts as well. And that is truly something very powerful. So good to see you. So good to be with you. Bye for now. You can stay, don't go though, because we will deepen with the other archetypes. And wow, I can feel my heart as you shared, Ellen, and tears coming just for all of us in this movement of heart awakening. And for those of us here, if you're here, you're resonating with the divine feminine, you're resonating with the path of heart, you're resonating with what else is possible in this world with so much division, so many victim perpetrator dynamics, that we are the antidote. We are the antidote as we come into love. I can feel you, Kim. You're like, yeah. Okay, Miss Anna, shall we try again, love?
Uh, yes, I think you can
Hello.
hear me now. Hi,
Hi, good to see you.
good to see
Great.
you.
Yeah. Where are you coming in from today?
From Portugal.
Oh, I was just there.
I saw your pictures in Pinterest. Mhm.
Oh my God, what a magical place. Where are you
It
in
is.
Portugal? Yeah, where are you in?
I'm in Lisbon. I'm in Lisbon. The
Okay, I
suburbs
was just
of
I was just there, and
Lisbon.
Sintra and Cascais, and what a magical place. I loved it. And you know what's so fun for me, because I was born in San Francisco and I live very close to the Golden Gate Bridge here, and San Francisco has seven big hills, and the same bridge. We have these matching cities, these matching
I know, I know, I
bridges.
know. It's like the twin of San Francisco, Lisbon.
It's amazing. I didn't know it till I got there. So that's fun. That's really fun. Okay, so stay unmuted, Anna, and then I will pop you back in when we pick your card.
All
Okay.
right.
All right, so I'm shuffling the cards for you, beloved, and this is a time for you to just receive, listen beyond the mind, listen with the viscera, with the feeling body. They say a goddess creates an entire world simply by listening. So, for all of us listening, feel if Anna's card might have medicine for you too. All right, beloved. Okay, you let me know which one is calling to you. Here we go.
All right. You can keep going until the end of the deck because I already had this in mind before.
This last one or the
Yes,
one behind this?
the last one.
Okay. Woo! All right. You have a frequency of a very powerful goddess archetype, and the frequency cards come up as the color and the geometry. Whoop, upside down, but it's the same shape. You can see the word challenge. And
All right.
challenge doesn't necessarily mean a problem. In Chinese characters, the same character for a challenge is an opportunity. A challenge is a moment of movement, of growth, of energy. If something is, it's like I call it the rub for the pearl of our soul. It polishes the pearl of the soul. And this archetype is called the initiator. And it's great because it's the archetype I'm actually in my year-long training that we were in a ceremony all day on Saturday. The initiator is one of the most intense archetypes. The goddess that is associated with it is Isis, the great mother Isis. And you can tell from the purple frequency, it's very high frequency. It's like the higher self. Woo, we got a little echo going on here. So, is it still echoing or did that go away? Okay, great. So, Anna, when you choose the frequency of purple and the challenge card, there's a part of your higher self that is ready for a quantum leap of change. Because without challenge, there's no movement, there's no growth. So your higher self is going to be asking you, what are you ready to clean up? A pattern, a kind of attitude, a behavior that is no longer serving. Isis in this archetypal frequency is called the pruner, the great pruner. She's coming in to prune like a rose bush what is dead so that the true and the beauty can flourish. So she's asking you, what could you clean up now and to challenge your smaller self to rise into the next frequency of your growth, of your life, of your authenticity. Often with this frequency card, you're going to be asked to look at what you're still resisting, denying, avoiding, or using addictions to cover over if it's uncomfortable. And she's saying, step across this threshold and face this part with love. Tell the truth to whoever you need to tell the truth to, starting with yourself. True love tells the truth all the way, all the time. So it's a very different frequency than we started with the goddess of love. This one is like badass, in your face, inviting you to really step across a challenging threshold in your life. And only you know what that is. You know from your intuition as I'm transmitting what is real for you. So you can just feel into that if there's anything coming for you, if you want to share, if something resonates.
I think it has to do with the phase that I'm going through. That is a big moment of change. And like, I'm a bit like without knowing what to do, but I know that I have to jump. But I think I'm a bit afraid of jumping. That's the thing. Because
Yeah.
I don't know where I'm going to land. That's so I think that's what I'm holding on.
Yeah.
Not
There's
letting me going forward. Like, I guess I'm just trying to find like a way, a path, and the best moment to do it.
There's a saying in this mystery school that to truly change, we must leap into the void of the goddess and trust we will be held, to surrender to the divine directive. A lot of times when we take a risk, we want to be in control and know what's going to happen. And I can hear your heart saying enough, like you've come to a limit about a certain situation or energy or dynamic that you know must change. So we are holding you at this threshold, even with the fear. I'm going to show you a powerful mudra. If you take your right hand and raise it up, go ahead and do this with me. And then you can take the forefinger and thumb. This is a very, very clarifying mudra when there's a lot of confusion and doubt. And then taking your left hand and cupping it and bringing it down by your side, by your womb, like lower. Yeah. And breathing and feeling the feminine ability to still receive, like the chalice, the cup mudra, that there's so much goodness and abundance and beauty flowing in. And then imagining like a Buddha or Kuan Yin that's stepping forward, energetically slightly pushing with this clarifying mudra. The right hand pushes through. Go ahead and like push that hand forward. You can actually like, yeah, push. And you can just practice this. This is the balance of staying open to receive that which is resonant and beautiful, and to clarify and push through the illusions and the fear that are not real, that you can keep stepping through breath by breath, step by step. So hopefully this will serve your life journey. You can come back to this when you meditate. This is the Tara Mudra from the goddess Tara.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Like, I've been meditating to Tara for a while now. And like, I had a contact with Tara like 1 month ago through a friend of mine that he went to grieve his mother loss at a Buddhist temple. And there, like, Tara was, is Buddha, let's say this way. And lately, I've been connecting with myself, with Tara, and I've been like meditating to her every morning, like listening to her mantra, and like, okay, this was a bit boom. Thank you so much.
What a confirmation. So beautiful, Anna. So beautiful. I love it. Synchronicities for me are like winks from the goddess. You are loved, you are seen, you are held.
Thank you so much.
Trust the
This
whole
like was a big confirmation.
Whoops. Sorry, honey. I already muted you, but I'm really, really happy to hear this. So beautiful. I'm going to ring the bowl. Ringing the bowl for Anna and Tara. And the initiator, which, all of the goddesses, in a way, are part of our journey and our initiation in the different phases. Oftentimes, when I'm in a particular frequency, another goddess will come in as an ally or a support. So I could feel Isis and Tara together in that one. Powerful. I have time for one more reading today. Pat, would you like a reading? Yes. Okay. I'm going to bring you in. Yay, good to see you. Right.
Thanks.
So as I shuffle the cards for you, just feel, Pat, all the places in your life that you're like open to receive the wisdom, the guidance, the directive from the goddess, and then I'll bring you back in. Stay unmuted. Okay. So for all of us, it's been really rich so far. Let's see what Pat chooses now. I love the combinations too, and how we can apply these different wisdoms from the goddess. Okay, dear one, I'm spreading the fan for you. That. Ready?
Mhm.
Okay, here we go.
Yes.
All right. So you have a beautiful tool that is, I've talked about this archetype for those who've been on these calls a bunch with me. She loves to come in and weave her magic. This is the Weaver Dreamer archetype
Oh,
and her tool of the light loom,
oh yes.
the loom of connection. And you
Yes.
can see like Hopi Spider Woman from the Hopi Native American tribe weaving the universe. We sometimes think of Indra's net and all these gems on this web of life. And Pat, for you, when you choose the Weaver Dreamer, she's reminding you that you are a powerful co-creatrix with the divine, with life through the words that you use and choose, through the stories you tell, that you're weaving and dreaming your life into being. And I know you've heard me speak of this before, that as we tell our stories, we have the power of recognizing we're the heroine of our own story.
Mhm.
And if we are speaking that to be, then we're also recognizing that we are the director of our own movie, the casting director, the screenplay writer. So it's a very empowering card. And because it's focusing on connection, I'd like you to feel into your connections. The Weaver Dreamer is a powerful connector. She's seeing where the dots connect in her own life energetically and also with beings. She's a great connector of different people that she knows, that she feels like, oh, they may have gifts or tools or medicine or something in common. And for you, if you're not feeling deeply connected, she's inviting you to come back into the heart and to listen from that place where you can weave and create a tapestry of your life in a way that creates more connection and dream that into being. So
Sounds,
I'm gonna bring you back and
yes,
see.
I'm very heart-centered. I try to stay in the heart, and that's my guidance, to stay in the heart and embrace things with love.
Yeah, that's such the message today. It started right away with the goddess of love.
Yeah.
So for you, as you're dreaming and weaving and feeling into what gives you joy and what brings you presence, the Weaver Dreamer is also inviting us to come into more and more power in present moment awareness.
Yes,
How
present moment. Mhm.
how can I connect with people from that place? And whether it's family or friends, this is weaving and dreaming your heart connection more into your life. So yeah, beautiful to feel the Weaver Dreamer come in for you. And may you continue to weave some magic with your connections.
Yes. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. So much love, Pat. Wonderful, everyone. Well, wow, let's ring the bowl for the Weaver Dreamer first, too. She's such a favorite archetype. They're all so amazing. I wanted to remind everyone that tomorrow we begin Enter the Temple. And people have asked me online, they're like, Eden, are you going to do any Q&A or any live calls during this 13-week Enter the Temple course? And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm sorry if that's not clear. This is an amazing opportunity to be with me live every week. We are going to be in the temple together. And just like you feel the power and the beauty and the value of these initiations in this very light way on our mystical insights, Enter the Temple goes much deeper into all 13 faces of the divine feminine archetypes, with a special focus on awakening our voices. And you might say, well, I'm not a singer. I don't know if that's my path. And I would say, oh, honey, your voice is not just about you being a great singer. It's about you telling your truth. And it's about you powerfully manifesting. And it's about you listening. Your listening channel, your clairaudient channel is connected to your vocal channel. All of this is about being the mouthpiece of the goddess, embodying, listening, and transmitting higher octaves of consciousness onto the planet. So this is an incredible opportunity to join us for 13 weeks. Kim has popped the link here. And Kim, can you please do that also on Facebook and on YouTube Live, that everyone will be able to go check out the beautiful page. It's not too late to join us. And there are no interview and application necessary. We created Enter the Temple earlier this year because there was a deep ask in the community for something that was more affordable, that they didn't have to go through a rigorous application process, and that we could meet in the heart weekly and be held in a loving container of sisterhood and brotherhood, that we could witness each other in the work. And the work works. So whether you just have a love of the goddess and you want to deepen with her and embody more of her in your life, or you're like, wow, I'm up against some really big challenges and I need some catalytic energy and support during a time of transition, this is for you. These temples will radically activate and awaken you to your higher frequency, and that's more power, more light, more love, more presence. And yeah, I'm going to be with Alexis, who is a beautiful priestess sister. She's going to be holding these temples with me, and I would love to have you there. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. You can hit the link, you can email me, you can direct message me through Facebook or Instagram, and we begin tomorrow. So that is my invitation from my heart to yours. All right, everyone. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for taking the time. Good to see you at the very end, Dia Therese. Dia Therese was with us for the last Enter the Temple. So was Lynn and Leaf. And there's no limitations to this work. I've been in this work 15 years. So someone might say, oh, I've already done it. You continue to awaken, evolve, and open to more of yourself, more of your wholeness, more of your essence light. So there's no reason you can't come back in and be with us for another deep dive. All right, everyone, I bow to you. I'm so grateful for this precious time. And let's lift this to the one heart for all beings, to the one heart. Blessed be.